This is ABC 7 News.
Developing news tonight. If you're wasting water, prepare to pay up. This is horrifying. An Alabama man believes burglars did more than just rob his home. He thinks the crooks smoked his wife's ashes. A tornado. Yes, a tornado touched down in South Los Angeles today during a heavy rainstorm. A witness captured the terrifying scene on video. Residents say they have never seen anything like this. This was a sentence that satisfied nobody. ABC 7 News reporter Vic Lee live in the newsroom right now with a story that you'll see only on 7. Vic? The question, do you want the extended warranty?
Do you? Do you? Well,
You do, don't you? You do.
Right.
It is staggering, even just to contemplate. I'm Larry Beal. That Powerball frenzy is heating up. Only hours left until the big drawing. ABC 7 News reporter Vic Lee is live at one of the lucky retailers where people have been lining up all day. Vic, did you buy a ticket in there?
Of course I did.
Spencer Christian, not in the office pool to this point. If I had Spencer's money, I'd burn mine. So, what's the big deal to him?
Don't worry, Spencer's already burned his.
Yeah. I think people are playing really more out of fear at this point. Not that they expect to win, but they don't want to be the only person that has to come back to work the next day because everybody else is done. They're finished. California Governor Jerry Brown had very sobering words today on the subject of global warming. Brown said humans are setting in motion changes in the weather that could become catastrophic.
We're playing Russian roulette.
He called on greater cooperation with other states and countries to avoid a global environmental disaster. And for most of us, climate change, it's old news. You hear about it, you read about it, and then you go on to living your normal daily lives. Then you get a report out like the one that was released today by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, and it kind of rattles the nerves a little bit. ABC 7 News reporter Wayne Friedman joining us now. Tax day is rapidly approaching, so this is important. A government watchdog says more than 20,000 taxpayers have been targeted by fake IRS agents in what they're calling the largest phone scam that the agency has ever seen. The IRS Inspector General says people posing as agents call taxpayers telling them they owe money. They demand payment using a prepaid debit card or a wire transfer. A grieving father's request received an overwhelming response from people, most of them total strangers from all over the world. Nathan Stuffel's daughter, Sophia, lived only 6 weeks, spending her entire life in a hospital. This was the only picture that he had of his little baby girl. The Ohio father asked Reddit users to remove the tubes from the picture using Photoshop, and the response was unbelievable. Take a look now. Stuffel says it wasn't just the pictures he received, but all of the kind words from people who had similar experiences that truly touched him. We have more information and more pictures on our website at abc7news.com.
With live breaking news.
And the breaking news is the wild scene happening by the UCLA campus. The steps you just saw are in front of the famed basketball arena, the Pauley Pavilion, and it is essentially underwater outside that area of campus right now. A water main break has caused massive flooding. It's stranded cars and people in underground parking structures, and the water just keeps gushing and gushing and gushing, and even pieces of asphalt are now flying into the air because this thing is probably 20 or 30 feet high. A memorial service on the UC Santa Barbara campus is underway right now. This is a live picture that you are looking at. On a personal note, my daughter happens to go to UC Santa Barbara, and as a parent, I can tell you there is nothing more chilling than hearing what happened in detail over this past weekend. Thankfully, she was nowhere near the site of the maniacal gunman here. This is a game of billionaire brass knuckles boxing, and the owners are being forced to choose between loyalty and money. You want to guess which way they go on this? Okay, you got old guard owners like Bob McNair and Jerry Richardson. They want to protect Dean Spanos right there in the suit. He owns the Chargers. The Spanos family has owned this team for decades, and they want to ensure that he doesn't get iced out of the Los Angeles opportunity, and that's why the relocation committee supported the Carson plan this morning. On the other side, you got Stan Kroenke, who owns the Rams, a billionaire. The wealthier owners like Jerry Jones and Stephen Ross prefer Kroenke's Inglewood plan because it looks like a much, much better financial deal for the league on paper. And then you have the Raiders. Mark Davis has neither the financial clout nor the loyalty of those old guard owners, so he's basically along for the ride in this whole thing. And that actually is perfect because it could mean the Raiders stay in Oakland. It looks like Rams, Chargers, Inglewood, Raiders stay in Oakland is the way it's going to go down.
Again, with Justin Bieber, that show starts at 7:30, so they do have yet another hour to go.
Timberlake, not Bieber. I don't want to get all the.
Oh yeah, Justin.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
I don't want the believers after
really,
us. Some restaurant workers in New Jersey will be checking their numbers more closely tonight after their major Powerball mix-up. We're rich! Yeah, the workers thought they'd won the jackpot Saturday night as they read the numbers off the Powerball website. 2 people even quit their jobs on the spot. I am so out of here! Turns out they had what would have been a winning ticket the week before. They were reading the winning numbers from the previous drawing. I will slink back to the French fry maker now. Sorry about that quitting and all.